They say life slows down after 50. But what if this is just the beginning? Welcome to Starting Over Again with Cassandra. This is a channel that proves it's never too late to rewrite your story. Whether you're starting your career, you're chasing a long lost dream, or just trying to find you again, this is your space to get inspired, stay motivated, and take action. Starting over at 50 doesn't mean we're going backwards. It means finally moving forward on your terms. Hit subscribe and let's take that first step together. Let me ask you two questions. First question: what are you afraid of? I mean, what really terrifies you? What keeps you awake at night worrying about? My second question is more important. What do you hope for to the soul of you? What makes you dream in the night that things can and will be better? Let me ask you a third question. What do you focus more on? The things that you are afraid of or the things that you hope for? I have been asking myself that question for the last 56 years. But in dealing with this last year and a half of hard, especially after the tornado came and tore up everything and trying to start again, I've been having to confront those things that I have been afraid of and deal with them in real time. I'm proud of myself. I'm surprised at myself. I found that I am much more resilient than I ever thought I was. The harder things have gotten, the more silent God has become. And the more silent God has become, the harder I've had to fight for my mentals, for my checklists, as I call my brain and my mindset. Every day, I am confronted with two options. I can either be afraid or I can be hopeful. I can be afraid of what may, could possibly happen, or I can be hopeful and joyful of what truly can happen. Life is what we make it. I say that every single day. I say on my Why Can't I Be Loud at WordPress.com blog. Be encouraged every single day. It's important that we encourage ourselves. It's important that we remember to be encouraged. It's important that we move forward, not backwards. I'm going to be honest with you. There have been times where I wish I could go back to the simple life that I had where I just struggled and toiled and worked. I enjoyed my job, but I was so exhausted. I was so tired. There were so many things that I wanted to do. I wanted to stop and take a break for a year and just write, but I kept telling myself I couldn't afford to. I didn't have the money to do so. And if I were to be completely honest, I could have made it work. I could have taken a leave of absence. I could have done more overtime to save up and have some savings where I could actually took a year off. I didn't do that. I told myself Not now. I told myself I had to be there for everybody else in the world. I had to be there for my job. I had to be there for my family. I had to be there for my friends, and I was. I don't regret that. The one thing I do wish is if I had answered that what am I afraid of question, really sat down and sat with it and answered it and dealt with it. And now I found that I have no choice. And you may find yourself having to start again for a variety of reasons. You might have lost your job. You may be contemplating leaving your job. You may have lost a partner. Someone may have left you. You may have lost a good friend. There are millions of things that sets us back, that makes us have to start over. And as you contemplate starting again, as you get yourself refocused, as you get ready to get back in the fight, sit down with yourself and figure out those things that you are afraid of. Go have a cup of coffee with the boogeyman that's in the closet. I have been enjoying different content creators. Some are older people who have finally started their YouTube journey, and I have enjoyed hearing their stories. And old folk and young folk who are starting new jobs and doing new adventures, and knowing that I am out there in the world. I keep telling myself 56 is still young. I still have time. And I want you to know you still have time. Don't just look at the hard. Yes, life is hard right now, but try not to see just the hard. That can make life so miserable. Just thinking about, oh God, I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't have this. I don't have that. You have so many things inside your heart. You are a good person. You got a decent heart. You care about people in your world. You care about things. You want to do. I've been watching Shawshank Redemption. If you have not watched the movie with Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins, where he broke out of prison, but even while he was in prison, he decided to stay free in his mind. There are so many people who are locked in prisons of their own making in their mind. Look around you. You have so much more than what you have lost. There's so much inside of you than you give yourself credit for. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid to fail? You may be afraid to succeed. You may be asking yourself, what if I do make it? What if God does bless me and open my dream? Will I be able to keep it going? You'll never know until you try. I hesitated starting this channel, my God, for at least 10 years, at least a good 8 for sure. But now that I have started it, it just brings me joy. I wonder, and I say to myself, Cassandra, maybe today might be the day somebody might stop by and be encouraged. So I fix up everything. I get out the good china for a nice cup of coffee and a chat, and nobody comes. So I talk to myself and I put away the china, the coffee, and the snacks that I have. And I think, maybe tomorrow, maybe someone will stop by tomorrow So I prepare the nice china and the nice coffee and leave some snacks. But you know what I've decided I'm going to do? I'm going to make up a nice little coffee station with some treats just in case someone happened by and I'm not here. And I say that you are welcome. I want you to know that you are loved. I want you to know you are not alone. I want you to look at yourself in a mirror and tell yourself you're a decent person. You are a caring person. No, things are not going the way you want them to go at the moment, but things will turn around. You be good to yourself in the meantime. You stop beating up yourself. You stop berating yourself for what you don't have, where you have not been yet. You have done the best you can to help your family, your friends, your loved ones. You do your best at work. You give everything you know, but you still keep running up against that same mountain. And you may be asking yourself, like I often ask myself, God, how many times do I have to trudge up this same mountain? When will I get to the top? Will I ever get to the top? And I think in some ways we'll never get the top of our mountain because that's part of the journey. And once we do get there, we're allowed to rest, but then we have to keep on. There's another peak to climb. There's something else to conquer. There's something else to pursue so that we can grow. We're meant to have some forward momentum. We're not meant to just sit in a comfort zone. We're not meant just to be here with everything being easy. I don't pursue ease and comfort anymore. I used to. Now I want to be useful. Now I want to do as much as I can to give out as much as I can until I am no more. I don't know how many days that I have. You don't know how many days that you have, but I guarantee you I spent this day encouraging somebody. This was not a wasted day. I did a piece today, a blog piece about quitting. And the title of that was Quitting Was Awfully Attractive Today. It would have been so easy for me to give up today. But I told myself I can't, that life is too short. I don't know how many moments that I have. I'm going to seize this moment. I'm going to seize these moments to the best of my ability. And I encourage you to do the same. I know that I'm just one person out of 12 million channels. I know that there are thousands of channels that are created every day. I know that there are hours and hours of content that are uploaded and consumed every single day. My few minutes may not reach many, it may reach some. And just in case you may have found my needle in a haystack, I want to say these words to you. You matter. Your thoughts matter. Your dreams matter. Stop hiding from life. Stop hiding from yourself. Stop hiding from those that love you who want to. Your posse will find you. Your tribe will find you. Until then, be good to yourself. Be good to those around you. Keep being a light. Keep shining a light. Like I like to say every day, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to make a way. I'm going to be a way. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are worth it. Know that you are worthwhile. If this meant anything to you, comment. Please like and subscribe. Speaking of that, I got so excited. I looked at a video that I had uploaded the other day and I got 9 whole views. No likes or subscription, but there were 9 views. It felt like 1,000. And I looked at the other ones, and it was one who had 3. 2 of them had 3, and the rest had 0. And I said, that's okay. That was a total of 15 people. I was able to say that they were wonderful, that they were worthy, that their life mattered. That was 15 more people who could hear that they meant something to this world. So I can live with that. So I look forward to that. And I'm hoping, well, maybe this video, maybe I can get 10 views. Oh, make sure to laugh, y'all. Life is so worth living. Stop focusing on all this hard. And remember that you don't have to be afraid. And if you are afraid, go ahead and do it anyway. You have an amazing rest of your day. You take care. See you next time.